From anxiety to resilience, why I stopped binging the news. This is a gentle reminder that you aren't required to carry the weight of the world to be a good person. Hi, friend. I'm so glad you're here. This is Melissa, and this is the Authentic Voice. Whether you're listening in your car or reading this in your inbox, today's post is a heartbeat from the main blog. This is where we peel back the layers and explore the honest, often messy, and always human themes that connect us all. Today, we're talking about why I stopped binging the news. For a long time, my evenings had a very predictable rhythm. I would sit down, turn on the news, and stay there for hours. One segment would run into the next. It was a nonstop loop of breaking tragedies, political shouting matches, and global crises. I told myself that I was being responsible by staying informed. But if I'm honest, I wasn't being responsible. I was being consumed. My goal was to be informed, but I found that I was just more frustrated, angry, and deeply depressed. My nervous system was always in a state of high alert for problems I had absolutely no power to solve. As a clinical social worker, I know that our brains are not designed to carry the weight of 8 billion people's grief in real time. When we scroll through all the bad stuff, our amygdala, that's a little part of our brain, stays in what's called fight or flight response. Since we can't fight a global crisis from our living room, we just freeze. Eventually, I had to make a choice for my own mental health. I realized that my circle of concern had become massive, while my circle of influence felt microscopic. So I decided to pull back. I slowly pulled away and stopped letting the world's loudest voices dictate my evening mood. Instead, I started focusing on those things in my life that I actually could control. I began to spend more time writing, sewing, playing with my dogs, and reading. The shift was almost immediate. I noticed that my mood felt better, my anxiety began to lift, and I was even feeling more productive during the day. I don't think we realize the emotional toll that stress can have on our bodies. By tending to my own little corner of the world, I found that I have more emotional bandwidth. Years ago, I was a Red Cross volunteer. I taught CPR and first aid. One of the first things that I always taught people was to put on their own oxygen mask before they tended to victims. And this is no different. We often feel guilty for looking away, as if our collective misery is somehow a tribute to those who are suffering. But it doesn't really help anyone by adding our worry to the mix. Thoughts and prayers are only so helpful. If your heart is heavy from the headlines, I'm giving you a permission slip to look away tonight. You are being a steward of your own light. You're making a conscious choice about what to give your focus to. Focus that energy where you can have the greatest impact.